Good morning, ladies. This is your girl Jessica with Mind That Made Me Do It, and I have a new video for you. This is the new Little Lizard King free pattern, by the way. Okay, in all caps, free. Like, this pattern shut the internet down. Do you hear me? That's how free it was. So like, it was lit. But this is the new Little Lizard King Galena pattern. Super cute. Come with so many different options. I'm gonna do like the placket piece option, but you have like a regular solid bodice type of option. All right, and then it has, like, you know, different sleeves. Matter of fact, let me pull this up real quick so I can tell you the sleeves. I'm gonna tell you all of the different options that they have. So I'm sorry, y'all, your girl been MIA. It's because I've been lazy. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Been good and lazy. So, but I'm here. Okay, I'm here today. All right, so let me tell you the different options they have. They have, like, you know, top and dress options and stuff like that, right? You know, you got the top. Well, that's the same thing. Yeah, it's the option. Okay, a top and a dress option. They have the different, like, bodice variations. All right, so they have a simple bodice, and they have the front placket bodice. I'm gonna do that one. Okay. And then they also have different sleeves. They have a puffy sleeve, puff sleeves with a band, and then they have a bishop sleeve. That's like with the big old cute big sleeves, you know what I'm saying, with the band. I am going to be doing the placket piece, the front placket piece with the short puffy sleeves. Okay, I got my elastic. I have my neckband. Let me just tell you what I have. I got my front piece here, placket piece. I'll show you a little bit on how I made that. I can't show pattern pieces on here. So I have a lot of ladies asking me, can you show me how to, you know, show me how you cut and assemble pattern pieces. Like, because this is not my pattern, I cannot, like, show you guys the pattern pieces. This is as good as it get. So you just have to go and they have, I can link below you know, their videos on how they assemble their pattern pieces. They can do that because they own it. Jessica don't. Jessica just borrowed it for a little while just to show y'all how to make these dresses. But yeah, so I can't show you guys their pattern pieces. All I can do is just, like, this good as it get. That's all I can do. Okay, you know what I'm saying, until your girl learn how to make pattern pieces, that I'm really not interested in doing it. I'd rather use somebody else's brain. But all right, so I have my front placket, my front bodice piece. I have my back, my skirt, some elastic. This is my puffy sleeve, and over here is my neckband. Okay, right here I just cut out a piece of fabric. Cut out a piece of fabric here. If you can see that, yeah, you can see that. So I just cut out a piece of fabric here, and this is going to represent my it's going to represent the measurements for my how to make this. Okay, so yeah, so what you need to do is cut out your pattern pieces. Also make sure that you cut out your measuring chart. That's going to be really important. Cut your measuring chart out so you won't have to go back and forth to your computer. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm gonna try this today, y'all. I'm gonna try to get on the sewing machine to show y'all. So this means that if I'm gonna get over here on the sewing machine and show y'all what I be doing, I'm gonna need y'all to get them watch hours up. Right now I'm at 2,100. I need 4,000 this year. Let's make it happen. Okay, so I got my machine. Right now you're just looking at this part, but on your machine you're gonna need a straight stitch. Okay, and you're going to need to have this stitch length like a good 3.5 or something like that. Okay, so you just need a long straight stitch. That's it. That's just to get the placket piece. All right, so we already made our little our little spot here, and if you see my fingernails, Miley did it. So I'm gonna put my needle in, and I'm just going to sew. And make sure you iron. I didn't iron this. I'm sorry, but I'm going to sew down this line here. Okay. I'm hoping y'all can see that. I guess I'll see this in a minute if y'all can see it. All right. Boom. So cut this off. Let's see. All right, so see, that's what I did. I sewed down the that line piece here, okay? So let's go back to my board, my spot where we normally be filming it. I'll be back. Okay, so I got it. I sewn down it with a long straight stitch, okay? I'm gonna open it up just like this, and then I am going to push it. I'm going to push it over, okay? Just like that. All right. And see, what you'll do next is you'll take this to your iron, and you're just gonna iron this flat, okay? So you see, boom. This is like the simplest, easiest way to do a front placket piece. Like, I love this. Like, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, even though it was free, I was like, I don't know if I want to doggone tackle this until I got the pattern, and I was like, oh, that's it. Okay, I'm with it. So this right here, you can use this. I feel like you can use this option for whatever bodice you want to do. But whatever pattern you want to do. So okay, now since I can't use a pattern, what you're gonna do, say you already have your pattern piece already cut out. I'm gonna, since this is 1 inch, with your pattern piece, what you're gonna do is I'm gonna just probably use this piece of paper here and say this is your pattern piece. The pattern tells you to find the center, where this would be like the fold part of it, but you know, you're not gonna really be doing the fold, okay? You're gonna be sewing a whole, you're gonna be putting the whole thing on there. I hope y'all understand. Read your pattern, okay? Go look at your tutorial, and then all of this stuff will make sense. Okay, so yeah, now we're gonna put, I found my this my 1 inch mark, because you know this is my 1 inch, and then I'm gonna find the center. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna line my pattern piece up here with that half with the center piece, just like that, okay? So it's in the center. So what I'll do, I'll take my rotary cutter, and then for this half, that's where I will cut out my I guess this would be my left side of my pattern piece, just like that. So I just cut it out, boom, boom, boom. Then I will lift it, and I will take it, and I will pull it over this way, still half, okay? Boom, just like that. And then I'll cut it out, boop, 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 just like that, okay? So it's gonna look like, let me find it. It's gonna look like this, see? So your pattern piece will end up looking just like that. I hope you can see this. Yeah, I guess you can. Yeah, so it'll end up looking like this after I put my pattern piece on here and cut it out. If it don't make sense, I promise you, just go and check out the, like, I'm showing a little video, but then look at the pictures and stuff too, because you know we picture people. So boom, after you cut it out, boop, throw it over there, bam, this is what you got. You got your front placket piece, your front bodice piece right there, just like that. Looks great. So now let's construct our body. All right, so now I have my front placket piece done. Grab the back of your bodice. We're gonna line it up here at the shoulder seams. I'm gonna pin. Just like this. Now get the side seams, line them up, and pin. Alright, so what we're going to do next, we are going to take this to our machine. You can use your serger or just your sewing machine, whatever you like. What you're going to do is we're going to take this to our machine, and we're going to sew with a stretch stitch along the shoulder seams, attaching the shoulder seams and the side seams, okay? And we're going to be using, let me tell you our seam allowance on here, a 3/8 inch seam allowance, okay? So let's take this to our machine and sew, and I'll be back. Okay, so I have my side seams and shoulder seams sewn. You can go ahead and like do a top stitch here, not a top stitch, but like a basting stitch to keep your placket piece from moving all over the place. So we're gonna put this to the side because now we're going to work on, actually, since I have it out here, let's work on quartering off for our neckband, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my side seams here, my shoulder seams, and I'm gonna put those together just like this. All right, so put my shoulder seams together like this. Take my pin, and this is my back. All right, and then even this out here. Boom, boom, boom. Hold on, and then flip my placket piece there because that's where. Boom, like that. That's my center. Now, take my center piece, my center front, and match it with my center back. Round out this edge here. Hit it. And round out this one. Boom. Okay, so I have my bodice piece quartered out. Let me see, maybe it's a little too bright. All right, cool. So I got that done. Now I'm gonna put this to the side here, and we're gonna get our neckband. We get our neckband here, and we're going to lay it out, and we're going to sew the short ends together, okay? So take that to your machine, and you can do all of this at your serger or your sewing machine, most of it, but we're just gonna go in steps. So we're just gonna take this and we're going to sew here, okay? And I'll be back. All right, so now we have our neckband here sewn. So we're going to quarter off our neckband also. So since this is where I attach, over here would be my front pieces, my front piece. And then I'll take it, match those markings I made to the center of my back. Get that even out, and here's my sides. Boom. Just like this, all right? Okay, so I have that done. Now I'm gonna bring back my bodice piece. And I am going to just do the double fold, okay? For my neckband. All right. So that just me just taking my neckband and folding it in half, all right? Just like this. All right. So find my center here, my front, and right sides together. I'm going to match the front of my neckband to the front of my placket bodice piece here. Because some people just have a hard time when they're trying to get the neckband on, and I don't think it's a wrong way to put a neckband on. Well, I guess it is. If you don't quarter it, then it's gonna look real janky. So it is a wrong way, but this way ain't bad either. Okay, so I'm gonna match this, my side to the side here. Get my back piece, fold it in half like that, and hit it to the back of my bodice. Alright, and then the other side. Match the other side, okay? Just like this. Alright, so now you just take it, stretch it a little bit, and pin those in between the your quarters. And you just take this to your machine. Okay, so yeah, I have my neck binding pin along my neck, and I am going to take this to my machine, and I am going to just sew a 3/8 inch seam allowance to attach, and then I'll be back. All right, right now I'm here at my cover stitch, and I'm gonna show you, since I did the the double fold, you know, neck binding instead of doing, you know, the whole single fold. This is what it looks like here. Okay, let's see if you can see that. All right, so this is pretty much what it looks like when it's turned right side out. Okay, now you could top stitch this here, but I am going to go to my cover stitch, which I'm there now, and I'm hoping you can see all this because I can't tell. I am going to take my raw ends here, and I'm going to fold it up just like this, and then I'm just going to cover stitch on top of this. So let's see if you can see that. Alright, so on my cover stitch, I have my settings at all 2 up here at the top. You probably can't see it, but it's all 2s. I will link this lady that I follow, which she is like a cover stitch guru. And her videos really helped me to get my cover stitch game tight. So like I said, I have my raw ends here, and it's pulled up. And I'm going to take my neck binding here, and I'm going to put it underneath. She would tell you to crank it a few times, so if you want to, you can crank it a few times. And then, hopefully I won't be all in the way. So now I'm just gonna start. And make sure I push my raw end here up. All the way around. Coming up towards the end, I'm just gonna clip my threads and keep going. Over it a little bit, crank it back up, clip my threads. Now I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, and this is what my neck binding looked like after I did the double fold. Let me get a little closer. Well, you can kind of see it. Too bright. So that's what it looks like. Alright, now I'm going to put this to the side, and I am going to work on my sleeves. Okay, so I have my puffy sleeve option here. Now, this is what I think is really, really important. First, grab your marking tool, and then I want you to mark here at the center. All right, so you do that. That's really important. Also, make sure you transfer those markings on where you're going to gather. Okay, so I have that there on my sleeves here. Okay, you're gonna do that for both of them. So I have where my gathering start and ends here. Okay, the reason why I have this mark here in the center is because where my shoulder seam of my bodice, I am going to pin that there, so then all of my gathers here in the middle can, you know, be even. Okay, secondly, what we're gonna do is I've also went ahead and marked on my sleeve piece here. If you can see, I've already marked my 5/8 inch up from the raw ends here, because this is where we're going to put our elastic. Okay, so I'm doing the it's gonna be like exposed, like it's not gonna be hemmed or anything. Okay, so it's just this is what it's gonna look like. Okay, grab your elastic, and then I want you to take the elastic and I want you to fold it in half here. Okay, now find the center of your arm here, sleeve, and we're gonna put it there. All right, grab your pin, and we're gonna put a pin here. All right, so this is the center. Do that for both of them. The elastic you'll be using will be a 1/4 inch, okay, in size. So now that, another pin. All right, now I found the center of my sleeve pieces here, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this to my machine and I'll show you how to attach your elastic. All right, so I got it stitched in, just a few, and now I'm going to take the tail pieces here. I got my tail piece back here in the back, and I'm going to stretch my elastic to along that line, okay, to fit. And I'm using a zigzag stick, so you go really, really slow on that line there, okay? So I'm getting here to my center part, still matched up, and then I'm going to continue sewing. It's a little hard, so you may see it going a little wonky because I'm trying to, you know, normally I'm not recording, but I am now. So I'm just keep going, stretching my elastic here all the way towards the end. I lost it. Right there, and then I'm gonna back stitch. Boom. You do that with the other one also. I'm gonna see, can you see that? See? Boom. So that's what it's gonna look like. I hope you can see that. I'll show you in a minute. So you do that with the other, with your other sleeve piece here, and then we will attach it. We will finish it up in yeah, sure, I'm saying a lot of ums. But, well, I guess since I'm here, I might as well just go ahead and do the, change my stitch over to my long stitch. So then those little that little marking that I made there, I'm just gonna do a long stitch here. I don't know. Oh, I know why. It's gathering a little bit, but it shouldn't gather, but it is what it is. But that's the reason why I put my little marking there. You see my little marking right there, so then you can see. But boom, just like that. So I'm gonna finish this off and then I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back at my table with my sleeves. So if you hear a lot of racket outside, it's because Mississippi finally got some snow that's stuck, and my husband is out there trying to yeah, get it off the ground in the neighborhood. Shout out to Sean. Alright, anywho, so what we're gonna do is now this is our sleeve, and you see what it looks like, all nice and gathered and stuff like that. All right, so now we're going to take our sleeve and we're going to put them right sides together just like that, matching here. You're going to take this to your machine and then you're going to sew a 3/8 inch seam allowance to attach, okay? My little stuff had already started gathering, but it's cool. I can fix it when I get it on my sleeves, on my on my sleeve. So, all right, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this to my machine and I'm going to sew a 3/8 inch seam allowance to attach on the Alrighty, so pin and sew, and then I'll be back to show you how to attach it to your bodice. Okay, so I have my sleeves sewn together. I did not cut this off just yet. Okay, I didn't cut my little tail end off yet. Okay, and the reason why is because I got this needle here, and I saw this on another tutorial from another group, and you know, I used to just cut it off and then have it all good and jacked up, you know what I'm saying, and it's just coming apart. But this right here, this is lit. So give me 2 seconds and I'll find out. Okay, so I bought these needles from Walmart, and let me show you. Can you see it? Okay, so I bought these needles from Walmart. All right, so what I like about them is that, there you go, right there. You see it got that really big hole right there. You know what I'm saying, in the center. All right, so that's what I like about it, is because what I can do is I'm gonna clip off my ends here, take that thread, and I hope you can see this because I don't have anything to show you, and I'm gonna put my threads between that big hole like that. just like that. And then I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to thread it pretty much through my little seams here, okay? Just like that. And pull it out. Pull it out like that. Boom. Cut that off. Voila. Look at that. See? You don't even see it. Ain't that nice? So yeah, go ahead and pick you up some of them tapestries. I think that's what it's called. And start doing that to all of your open seams and stuff. Like it's lit. Like I really appreciate like going to different, using other different patterns and stuff, and because everybody has a great idea on how to make your stuff, make your garments look just perfect. You know what I mean? So I thought this right here was pretty lit, baby. I said, okay, check me out. Threading that baby up in there, boom, cut it off just like this. And if you want to, if you feel some type of way, if you want to just do a little stitch right there to make sure it's staying, do that. I ain't doing it, but you can do that. All right, so I'm gonna put this up because I don't want to lose it. But yeah, go pick some of those up. I found using that for like putting it on my bodice. When I did the, what is that? The Sinclair, you know, when we put the binding, the little binding on the legs, and normally I would just cut that off and then it'll start fraying, like the little threads and stuff start fraying. Now I use that, thread it through, and then it still looks really, really good. All right, so sorry, just squirreled on y'all. But anywho, sorry, let's turn this right side out. Turn this other one right side out. Now, so I got my sleeves all fixed up. Now let's attach them to our bodice. Put this to the side. We're gonna turn our bodice wrong side out. All right. Take our sleeve, which is right side out. Make it bigger. Take our sleeve, which is right side out, and we're going to put it inside our bodice. Okay. This whole matching. Okay. Let me get my pins. All right. Now, I didn't mean to gather that. It's like, I guess the settings on my machine made it gather, but don't gather it yet if you doing, you know. So all right, now we're going to match the underarm seam. Make sure you can see this. Okay, you can. All right, and then I'm just gonna go all the way around until I get to my little blue marking. Okay. Hit the blue marking right there. Go to the other side. And boom. Keep going. All right, and pull out them threads too, my little threads, so then I can be able to get it. And I'm gonna hit it right here. All right, so now, and you're gonna repeat the same step with the other one. So you remember that my little marking that I got right here. I don't know if you can see that, but my little marking that I made for my center, I am going to match that with the center of my shoulder seam here. Pin it. Now, get my little tails here, and I'm just going to gather. Okay. So just gather. And then pin. All right. Other side here. Gather. And pin. All right, so do the same step with your other sleeve, and then we're going to sew a 3/8 inch seam allowance to attach. Okay, so I'm going to do this with my other sleeve, and I'll be back. All right, so let's take this to our machine. So a 3/8 inch seam allowance with a stretch stitch, and I'll be back to show you what it looks like. All right, so it's done. Our sleeves are added. I did that same little method with adding my sleeves with the little needle thing, and put that in, and it looks good. Doesn't have it fraying anywhere. So all you need to do here for just the bodice only is just add your buttons. So yeah, you would just add your buttons on here. And now let's construct our skirt. So we're gonna put this to the side. Grab our skirt pieces. You should have 2 of them. Mine is wrinkled, but I'll fix it later. We're gonna open it up. Girl, y'all, this is bad. Like, this is bad wrinkle. Like, I'll be ashamed of myself, but whatever. I'm just here to show you guys what not to do and what to do. All that. So, okay, so I got one skirt piece open. And gonna take the other one here. We're gonna put these right sides together. Here. I didn't have enough fabric or whatever, so I'm just, you know, winging it. All right, so we're gonna put them right sides together, and what we're gonna do, we're going to sew here at the side seams here, okay? So let's go and take this to your machine. So a 3/8 inch seam allowance on the side seams, and then I will be back to show you how to attach it to your bodice. All right, so I have my skirt piece attached at the side seam. So this is what it looks like. If you want to, you can go ahead and hem the bottom of your skirt. I probably should have done that, but I didn't. But I'm going to. Okay. So yeah, so now this is it turned right side out. All right, so now let's turn our skirt piece wrong side out. All right. Just like that. Grab your bodice. We're going, and this is right side out, and we're going to put it inside our skirt, okay? Just like this, and we're going to match the side seams. Get your pins, match your side seams here, and then we're going to pin this skirt all the way around. Then we'll take this to our machine using a stretch stitch. We're going to sew a 3/8 inch seam allowance to attach. Make sure your placket piece is turned the right way also. It should already just turn because you've added your binding, your neck binding, but just make sure it doesn't get caught up. All right, now let's take this to our machine and we'll sew, and I'll show you what it looks like when I get back. All right, and we are done. So I went ahead and add my buttons. I hemmed the bottom of my skirt piece. Let me show you again. Hold on, y'all. It's great for hemming. Okay, so this is the Heat and Bond Ultra Stretch tape. So I always get ultra. I don't get light. It looks like every time I get the light, it seems like my little adhesive comes off of the tape part, and I don't like that. So I'm just gonna stick with ultra. So yeah, get this right here. This is great for hemming. It has the instructions and stuff on the back. So go check that out. But yeah, we are done. And like I said, you guys, this is the Little Lizard King free pattern. Okay, free. We like free. All right, the Galena pattern. So yeah, go and get that. Check out all the different options and stuff like that, and it's really, really cute. I love it. So if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and subscribe. Click that like button. Sorry about all of the racket in the back. Just act like it's not even there. So yeah, go and subscribe to my channel. Click the like button, click the notification bell. Please y'all, like, keep me motivated so then I can continue to do this, you guys, for you guys. Yes, if you don't like this this video, go to another video. You don't have to tell me. I don't really like, yeah, you don't have to tell me. Like, I'm real good and petty, so I'm trying not to be in my feelings when y'all put a thumbs down and go find some else. This is an intermediate pattern. Also, I need to go on and put that out there too, because I had somebody say, did you not doing, you know what I'm saying, for beginner friendly. Sorry about that. I be doing all type of stuff. So this is an intermediate pattern. So this is dealing with knit. If you scared of knit, don't do it. If you've not, try it out. So, thank you guys. I'm Jessica with Maya That Made Me Do It. See ya.